What's up? This is BoxingWave. I was watching the final presser between Lara and Canelo last night, and I noticed that Canelo really does not look healthy, and he's not going to look healthy as long as he keeps fighting at 154. He's bigger than a lot of these other guys at 154. Ego made a video about it as well, and a lot of people noticed the same thing. His face looks sunken in. He just doesn't look good, and he's not going to look good as long as he continues fighting at 154. And, these guys that he's fighting at 154 are guys that can easily fight at 160. These guys, the majority of them, come in weighing 165 and above on fight night. Lara could fight at 160. Andre could fight at 160. The Charlo twins could fight at 160, and they have. Even Gabriel Rosado fought at 160. And it just, he's just fighting a bunch of guys that can easily fight at 160, but they can make the weight better at 154. Canelo can't make that weight. He's 23 years old, and he's still growing. He's 23, and he's growing as a man. Like, he's not going to be able to make that weight. Going down to 152 killed him. I mean, look at him before the fight or the night before the fight. He just needs to go to 160 because I honestly think he would be a great middleweight. I think Golovkin is the only one that I wouldn't be too sure who would win between those two. The only negative aspect about Canelo at 160 is his knockout power might not be as effective because he's fighting bigger guys. But he's fighting a bunch of guys that can easily be middleweights now. I mean, all of these guys are middleweights at 154. The majority of the guys that's at middleweight or at junior middleweight are middleweights. Naturally middleweights, but they can cut down and make the weight easily. All right, the only guy that is in junior middleweight that is not a true middleweight or junior middleweight is Floyd Mayweather. When he goes up there and fight, he's obviously a true welterweight. All of the other guys that Canelo is getting the matches with, Angulo, you got Lara coming up, and then you got the other champions in the division. These guys can easily fight at middleweight, and be the same size as everyone else at middleweight. If he goes up in weight, he goes up another division and fight as a middleweight, there's not any guys that I would say that he would lose to. I think he could beat Peter Quillen. I think he can beat Sam Solomon. I think he could beat Martin Murray. Daniel Gill. All of these guys. I can go down a list. I think Golovkin would be the hardest guy for him to beat. And according to the rumors that we heard, Golovkin gave him a lot of trouble when they were sparring. But this was a while ago, And this is all rumors. We don't know. No one was there. Everyone on the internet swear that they know someone that was there or that they were there themselves. When people talk about what they see in sparring, they always say that they were there or they know someone there. Someone that's close to me said, Golovkin beat up Canelo, But even if that's the case, it doesn't matter. I think Canelo would be a great middleweight instead of fighting all of these guys that can easily make the weight. Come into the ring very comfortable at your weight. Don't worry about being weight trained. You're gonna have hand speed advantage over a lot of guys at 160. You're still gonna have power at 160. What are you really giving up to stay at 154? Like, what exactly? Come in comfortable. Look at Miguel Cotto. What was he, 155? He was very comfortable with weight, so he looked faster. He looked very light on his feet. Whereas Canelo would be a much better fighter as he get older. And he's going to continue to struggle to make 154 and 155 and 156. Come in, catch. You can easily make 160. Easily make 160 without a problem. okay? And then you could come in whatever weight you desire on fight night. And I think that the competition is not really that much better from junior middleweight to middleweight, because all of these guys at junior middleweight are middleweight fighters. They can easily fight at 160. So I just, regardless of the outcome of this fight, if he beats Lara, if Lara beats him, I really truly believe he needs to stop fighting at 155. I think he would be a much better fighter at 160, making the weight easily, having the hand speed. He has hand speed. He's going to be faster than a lot of these guys at 160. I don't know why he does not just go for it and go up to the middleweight division. All right. So that's it. I'm not going to speak long. I just wanted to bring that point up because, I seen Ego make a video on it, and I seen the presser yesterday, and I'm like, this guy, he never looks good at these press conferences and the weigh-ins. He probably is not going to look good tonight at the weigh-in. So, anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there, and that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys want him to stay at 154? I mean, I don't see the point. He could fight the same guys at 154. There's guys that moved up from 147 to fight him. Even 140. I think Josecito Lopez, I don't know if he was at 147 or 140, but he fought smaller guys then. If these guys like Lara and, well, not Lara now, but if Andrade or the Charlo twins or any of these other guys that's at junior middleweight want to move up and fight him, I'm sure it won't be a problem, because those guys are middleweights too. All right, so I just wanted to put that out there. I'm not going to talk long, but let me know what you guys think. Should he move up to the middleweight division? And if he did move up to middleweight, how good of a fighter would you think he'd be? Do you think he could beat the other champions at middleweight? I think he can. All right, I'm not sure about Golovkin, but everyone else, I think he could beat, these Matthew Macklins and Darren Barker and Felix Sturr. I think he could beat these guys. Why don't he go up to 160? All right, so that's just my thoughts. Let me know what you think.